Okay, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we're going to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakak Qudash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to hopefully like Hakim pushing this word with truth and sincerity. And Shalom to the sincere listener, the believers on this testimony. All right, the Hakim and Akwath. All right, listening and learning, striving for salvation. That belong to the nation of Israel. Israel's these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, including the speckled bird, whose father's line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, this is Brother Karatazan. I'm here with Brother Kalam. All right, from Meta Valley, Las Vegas camp. Just doing a quick in transit video. On the way to camp. All right, and just going into the pride of Esau, Edom right now, especially the head of this golden city, Babylon the Great, aka America. All right, Nero 4/7. He talking, like he's bringing, peace on to the earth. Pretty much going into how he said that he's going to make I believe Gaza, a golden city just like America is, which that goes to prove Isaiah the 14th chapter, which we'll get. But how he thinks that his rulership is going to last forever, and the Lord has, other plans. All right, as this place will be destroyed. All right, a second Esdras pertaining to 6 and second Esdras 6 and 9. Starting from the 7th chapter, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. And if you have anything, I'll just tell me what script and I'll pull it out. All right, but we're going to start here in Obadiah, verse 1. And it says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. All right, and Edom goes into the so-called white man, all right, today. All right, your true nationality is the Edom. The Edomites, all right. The progenitor of that is Esau, all right, and his blessing was the sword, all right. And in these end times, that's who's in rulership, all right. Starting with the small caps.
Yeah, because they got the fatness of and also they got the fatness of the earth.
Right.
So they're in rulership. That's what portrayed in Job 9:24. The world was given to the hand of the wicked. So,
right.
What the brother was saying with Gaza, they actually showed the Trump Tower how they wanted it to look like an oasis.
Oh yeah, and that AI thing that Trump had retweeted an AI generated thing called and that the title of that video was Trump Gaza.
Yeah.
He actually reposted some other shit. I gotta look it up. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it was controversial.
Yeah.
And then he took it down right away.
But that's that pride though.
And then just like him, this devil is a hypocrite at the end of the day. Starting with how he told the people that he wouldn't deal with the CBDC, and then you got him pushing the stable coin and putting the statue of himself on the White House lawn, holding the Bitcoin all in gold.
Yeah.
Okay, but it says back in Obadiah 1, it says, the vision of Obadiah, this saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor. All right, we have heard a rumor from Yahweh. An ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. All right, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. And yeah, this devil is instead of becoming the one everybody want to mess with and getting good with. All right, now he's being despised, and his Western philosophy, his sorceries, all that, his enchantments, they all wearing off to the point. Hey, now that the sorcery is starting to fade, and the veil being lifted on his wickedness, okay, now they can see that this devil has to go. All right, that he been doing them wrong too.
Yeah.
And it says It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, all right, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And we know that ultimately, what line up with this is Malachi 1 and 4, you know, where they shall try to rebuild, but the Lord gonna strike it down.
Yep.
And they trying to rebuild this place, all right. That's the slogan, you know, now. And it's been the slogan for the last, you know, couple presidencies with this harlot, you know, Babylon the Great, is Build Back Better. That's 12 years of them pushing this making this place better again, all right, bringing it back, all right. And Trump has it in his heart that, hey, he gonna be the one to do it, all right. But little does he know, hey, the Lord right around the corner, you know, he coming with that big ass chariot, and you know, is gonna place judgment on this place.
That's wicked shit.
And we're seeing it, you know, happen. You know, we're seeing, though the Lord hasn't came back yet, hey, this place is through. The economy's trash. The
food's trash. The people.
Yeah,
trash.
The people are, you know, in an uprising, and things like this is only gonna escalate. Hey, you know, the elder did Itazawan did a video, you know, Stay in the Spirit 144. He did a video on Chicago, you know, and those things escalate. They throwing rocks and shit at ice cars, you know.
Some got hit. Some of the ICE agents been, you know, taken out.
People in the streets is, you know, coming at, you know, these centurions. All right. So this is going to be moving on to Psalm 49. All right. And you got something you want me to pull? Just
I got something.
Psalm 49 and 11 says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. And, you know, hey, America, you know, Amerigo Vespucci, you know, Leo Scipio Africanus, you know, you got, you know,
that's how they feel. Like their legacy goes on by naming lands and whatever the case may be, businesses. This is their mindset as they gonna live forever, right? They keep their wickedness continuing.
Yeah, Lewis and Clark, you know,
Johnson and Johnson,
Christopher,
Walmart.
Yeah, and they put these names on things, you know, and you know, that's their stamp of ownership. Just like they're trying to put this MOTB on you, you know, to put that, you know, pretty much the muzzle on the cattle. All right, to lock you in, just because the MOTB is just a branding. All right, to let you know who you belong to. That's what that digital tattoo go into, because before it would be a physical tattoo. The MARK was a tattoo, you know, and they put it on foreheads of their slaves. They would put it on, you know, a place where it could be seen. Yeah. So he belonged to me.
That's my cattle.
Just like they used to brand Jake.
Yep.
You know, it's no different. It's just now they got the technology to make it digital, and that's what they're going to end up doing. And that infrastructure of the MOTB is what's going to bring forth, you know, the NWO. That's going to be the height of it. Once they attempt, which the Lord's not going to let them, you know,
make it through their whole enterprise.
Right, go through it.
But some gonna get some that how about you know Shai not dealing with. He gonna throw you, get that Karagma, man.
Right, you got Jake and these other dumbass Americans lining up for Neuralink. You know, 10,000. 10,000 people, you know, pretty much waiting in a queue just to get chipped up.
Yeah. Got them an illusion that they can. It's that spiritual power on the left hand side. You know, that's what they want. Basically, like cyborg, being fucking a bunch of cyborgs.
Yeah, they believe that that's gonna be their deliverance, and that's going to be their form of, them entering transhumanism because they believe on this man system and they believe it's going to be a benefit unto themselves. That's the false miracles. Okay, and hey, Esau still got people in that delusion.
Yeah.
Hey, now they can see when I'm sick, so I can heal myself faster.
Yeah.
When it's the Lord heal it and make it, he make it alive, kill it.
Yep, kill it.
He heals and makes sick.
That's
So
it.
you really have no control over it.
Yeah,
You have no control over whether or not you're gonna take the seed, because the Lord's gonna put that in your mind to do it. And that's where our faith comes into play, because we believe in that. Hey, if the Lord is dealing with us, hey, He's gonna allow us to endure and be strong in the hour of temptation. Slakia, 1 second.
You grab what I was thinking of.
What?
Psalms 49.
Oh yeah, Psalms 49.
Thinking they're, thinking that they're going to continue, which that's a demise for them as well. The end of you, Edomites is, after you go through this rigorous, captivity, you're done. Your lineage is over.
Yeah, when the real bunker busters come back and pull you out of those bunkers, what you think are going to be safe havens, those fallout zones you're creating and have offshores of America. Those upper echelon elites and those that have the money to prepare and know what's coming. It just as you had in the movie Leave This World Behind. You had Mahershala, he had the heads up because he was dealing with all those elite bankers. He had the cue that, hey, I need to get out of the city. And then once that blackout happened in the movie, he was like, he took his daughter and he did, because he knew what was up.
So he had the insights. Which, those bunkers is, the script is when he's, hide us from the one that cometh, with the mountains, like with the rocks cover us up.
Yeah.
Paraphrasing scripture, because they know Yahweh Shai is coming. They can see it through the James telescope.
Yeah.
They see what's coming, but they ain't gonna tell you, give y'all warning.
Right.
They don't do their little fake invasion and shit. Like what's that movie? War Mars Attack or some bullshit.
Oh yeah, Attack on Mars or something like that.
But it's really, that's them to discredit Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai coming. But when he come, you gonna know when he gonna come. He's letting it be known,
right,
through prophecy.
Right.
When that trumpet blows, you don't think everyone in the world gonna hear that when he arrives, and his fleet, his whole squad, like what?
Right.
You don't know.
And the who has the heads up are the prophets of the Lord. That's why we're warning this, sounding this alarm. All right, and the warning has been going out. All right, and it's gonna be soon where when the time of destruction, you ain't gonna hear the alarm because the destruction is actually happening. I'm actually trying to find what you were talking about. I thought it was in I know there's one in Isaiah. I don't know exactly where it's at, and then there's another one in Revelation, but I'm not gonna be able to find it right now. But I'm gonna read this in Malachi. If you find it, this is Malachi 1 and 4. It says, "Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall cast them the border of wickedness. Oh, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation for forever." And that's the border of wickedness is Esau, Edom. All right, he is the wicked. He is, the creator of unrighteousness. Being adverse to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and there's nothing that you can do to come back from this destruction that's waiting to happen. All right.
It was Revelation 6 and 16.
It was 6.
Yeah.
I was at 7, and then at 5, I was like, it ain't here. Yeah, so I'll grab that in Revelation 6. You said 6 and 5?
6 and 16.
16.
Yeah.
Revelation 6 and 16. No, that ain't.
And he said, into the mountains and rocks fall on us and hide us.
6?
Revelation 6 and 16.
It's not in my. Oh, I'm in the wrong. I was in the other verse. My bad. It's all you. I'll jump to 7. Exactly what I went to last time. I was in 7 and I wasn't looking at 16. This is a Revelation 6 and 16. It says, and said to the mountains. Actually, 15. It says, actually we're gonna start at 14. It says, and the heaven departed as a scroll. You know, heaven is pertaining to Esau's rulership. All right. When you go into that word, it could be described as a rulership. You know, their kingdom. It says, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their place. And that's speaking of this thermonuclear destruction. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens, and in the rocks of the mountains.
So that's all your top banks, top elite,
Right.
generals, because they know the inside, which they've been showing these bunkers, these trucks of all this, what they stocking everything up,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And they got underground cities and stuff like that, and Siberia overseas. So they got these. The elite knows, so they got these cities locked up. I know they said they have
Underground cities,
Chicago's and stuff, but if it's anything here in that matter, you please believe you're gonna be melting.
So many missiles is gonna be just like they got underneath the Denver airport. You know, which they do. They secret meetings and shit there. The elite not gonna be over there. They're gonna be offshore. They're not even gonna be in America because this place is gonna get hit with so many missiles. It's gonna be completely obliterated. You know, as Yahushua prophesied, how much more tolerable in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah than this place. You know, Sodom and Gomorrah be tolerable. This place ain't got no chance.
No chance.
All right. It says, and said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and the wrath of the Lamb. So they think that these bunkers is going to be the protection, because this is the wrath and the judgment of the Lord, which you can't run from that. I'm gonna get a quick precept on on those bunkers in Amos 1. It might be 9 actually.
91?
92, I think. Yeah. I'm right here.
Okay.
You got it.
Oh, I pull it for y'all.
Yeah.
This is gonna be Amos 9 and 1.
9 and 2.
9 and 2. It's Amos 9 and 2.
Actually, you start at 1.
Con. It says, I saw Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the post may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword.
Mm-hmm.
He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth them shall not be delivered.
Right. So this place, Yahweh Shemashai is going to shake up this place. All right, and America is, the altar. The land of America is where the sacrifice is going to be being made. Okay, and it says in Isaiah 63. Who is this that cometh with dyed garments from Basra?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then another one is in Isaiah the 19th chapter. It likens this place as the altar. All right. You got it. Verse 2.
Verse 2. He says, through they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Through they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down.
Yeah, so though they dig into hell, which is the ground, the earth, the grave, the Sheol. It's not them digging into a fiery, burning underworld. Hades, which that's mythology. No, hell is just the grave, and that's where these bunkers is. And it said that in the first verse, it said that though they flee, no one's escaping. You read in Amos, the 5th chapter, it says there's no escape, man, from the darkness of the day of the Lord. Okay. And then it says they climb up to heaven, because they also trying to build. You had that devil Yuval Harari talking about he's building a Noah's Ark, and trying to build a Noah's Ark, spaceship.
It's like that movie with Matt Damon.
Elysium.
Elysium. Even Richard Branson, the Virgin creator, is also on that too as well, by building a Virgin hotel. They're trying to escape, but you can't escape Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yeah, so though these do the thing, I guess what the Lord gonna strike you down. Though you think you're gonna reach your enterprise, the Lord's gonna destroy it. Okay, I'm gonna get one more, and this all starts with Babylon the Great being destroyed, because Babylon the Great is described as a whore riding the beast, NATO in the EU. All right, controlling her. This is in I believe Revelation the 17th chapter. The whore controls where this beast goes. All right, just as you had Trump, a few weeks back talking shit to UN and NATO. He was displaying that he could, for the time being, because we know in prophecy they're gonna break up. All right.
The double house is divided, so how are they gonna stand?
Yeah,
when they don't really agree.
And
with
it
each
stems from what's going on in the so-called Middle East. And these atrocities that this devil is committing. Okay, the least of the flock.
Which one we pull for you?
Oh, get Isaiah 14 and
14:1?
No, it's gonna be 14 and
prepare slaughter.
4.
Oh, con.
And we'll just read it down to 6, and then we'll close out.
Con. This Isaiah 14:4. It says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor seized the golden city seized? Yeah,
and Trump described this place as the golden city, but he's saying, how has this place seized? How the delusion or the rich place, and America has a lot of resources. I was actually watching this prepper saying, pretty much America still has a lot of resources, but these devils is waiting to tap into the resources here on this soil, because they don't want it to dry out. What they want to do, and that it shows how this devil works, is that go on everybody else's land, suck all these other nations dry, and then afterwards come here and dig them up, because this is going to be what they think this place is going to continue going on after the fallout. That's when they're going to try to tap into this place.
Yeah,
but the Lord ain't going to have it lasting that long. That's what you don't get. The deceived and the deceiver is his. So they think that, and once they tap into here, because in their minds they're still going to be here, they'll have all the resources,
all here, so they can feel like they can build their heaven again.
Right. So with they haven't used half of the resources that are here in Babylon the Great.
Want to keep going to verse 5?
Yeah.
Come. Isaiah 14:5, it says, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai hath broken the staff of the wicked, and the scepter of the rulers.
So he broke the staff, meaning their power. All right, and that's ultimately is going to come it's starting to happen now. All right, this place of confusion is in mourning. It's getting worse and worse day by day. If this government shutdown continues, who knows where we'll be at in 7 days? Who knows where we'll be at in a month?
Yeah.
It's on Yahweh Shem Yahushai's hand. It's on his time. The angels is putting the spirits on men to do accordingly. As it says in Proverbs, the 21st chapter, the king heart, whether it goes whithersoever, the Lord puts them, You got it?
Verse 6, it says, he has smite the people in wrath with a continuous stroke. He that ruleth the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth.
Yeah, read one more and then that'll be it.
The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They broken forth into singing.
Yeah, they break forth singing. So once this devil gets put out of power, hey, the world's gonna, rejoice. And it says that in Proverbs
29:2.
You
they're gonna rejoice when the righteous in authority, and the righteous, is Israel. The starting with the 144,000, the men of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, that government body, right? That's when they're gonna be rejoicing. But they're not rejoicing right now. You know, it's civil unrest, protests all over the world.
Yep. Now, Jake fearing for their life.
Now they got Ice Baby getting the southern tribe now. They were hitting the northern side.
They're doing it both.
Now they're doing both. So what you gonna do when Esau come for you? You better have Yahweh Shem Yahushua on your side.
Right. But that's it. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. We'll be back in camp in a few, probably like hours, maybe a half hour to an hour. With that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect.
Shalom.
Shalom.